let's wait a second because I don't want any of this to get cut off. Let's get the guy, the show stopper, at least where you guys can see it. I don't actually know what you guys can see because I don't have my laptop because I have this guy out. Okay. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am. If you're not, welcome back. I've missed you a lot because I just want to craft. Literally. Like, I'm so frustrated. Still, I literally, thank God I put up a video yesterday of the Loklik eye paint. I stand by that video because this is the only machine that I've been able to get to. Okay, first of all, hey Missy, hey Barbara, I do not want to knock this machine at all yet, okay? Not yet. I have high hopes for this. This is one of the reasons why I'm so frustrated, but I'm also kind of frustrated with myself, but I'm also kind of not because I don't know. Okay. So I have so this is the HTVRont foam press, and there have been quite a few people already using theirs and doing great things. And the more I watch their videos, the more FOMO I'm having. And I know that's probably how you guys feel when you see these, but I need to tell you what I'm discovering. And one thing I'm discovering is I know why you guys like the parts of videos where I show you things not working, because it's very helpful and I don't want you to waste your money on anything ever, which is one of the reasons why I have the Epson 15,000 Eco Tank that's not technically a sublimation printer, but we put sublimation ink in it so then it prints sublimation. Now, what I'm going to say is I'm sorry because so many people have done that. I was not the first, so I don't feel bad because I didn't like start the revolution, but so many people have done this. And while it works great, because I printed the designs I want to do on regular sublimation printer. I did paper. I'm learning that my words don't come out the way my brain says, and it makes a big difference sometimes. So I gotta try to slow down, but I ain't got no time to slow down. So I printed it on regular paper. No, this is cardstock. So the thing that I'm finding with this, and it is a problem. It's a problem. And it's a common problem, as I've YouTubed this problem, is this Epson printer. So this might work great if you have a sublimation printer, if you have an actual printer that's made for this stuff, but it might not because we are used to printing on regular sublimation printer. The one thing that makes this guy different, let me give you guys an overview of what it is. How do I want to do this? Let me just tell you this difference. The one difference between all of this and the other sublimation printer, like heat presses and stuff, this has like a suction mechanism, and I'm not sure if it actually has a suction mechanism or if what we're printing on is shrink wrap, basically. So my brain's already thinking of hacks, but I already told you guys I'm so frustrated of trying to find workarounds to make these machines work, which is where I left almost in tears last night. I kept coming back, crying and leaving, because this is what you have to print on. It's a film, which it's very similar to other things I've printed on for like our Icon Art Stencil Maker and stuff. My printer has done fine, but this printer, the sublimation printer that I converted to a sublimation printer, is not registering the clear film that I have to print on. So while I want to use this so bad, I cannot print on the shrinking film. So it's this guy's fault, but it's also the fact that this has to use that. And so when I went to YouTube, there was one girl who posted, but it had like 65,000 views. So I know this is a common problem for Epson printers, is getting it to print on clear. So you can see right here, I have other white paper behind it, and I have one that's got tape on it because I have racked my brain trying so hard to get this printer to print, while I was also trying to get my engraver to hook up to my computer for over 4 hours. I was also trying to get this guy to print on this for probably over 4 hours. So all that to say, I stand by my frustrating video. I'm still so frustrated, and I'm glad that eye paint worked. I know this thing's gonna work, and I know it's gonna work great. And I have all these cute little buttons that it came with and ornaments and things, but I have to, do I have to get an actual sublimation printer? First of all, I ain't gonna do that. I know that there's other companies. So there have been companies who have wanted to send me their sublimation printers. But, and this is where I have to publicly apologize to my audience, because while this works amazing for regular paper, if now you want to use this, I don't know that this is going to give you what you need. Because ain't nobody got time. Even if this hack was working, every single print, if I had to tape it, that's going to be so much time on my productivity if I'm trying to make money. It just undid why we love sublimation, which is the fact that we can do it so quickly. But the mechanism in this thing is so cool because it sucks around whatever you're doing, and so you can get such good sublimation on like phone cases. So it comes with this cool, and I actually got two because they sent me like a extra pack. This thing is really cool. It's this universal phone. So if you have a sublimation printer and your printer does great with like hard to print on things, go for it. I just can't show you what this is yet. I don't know if I need to like ask somebody to print them for me because I don't. So I think I didn't finish that thought. I've never said yes to a sublimation printer because I always wanted to give my audience the best deal, like what I think as a crafter or a business, what you would benefit doing. And this has never steered me wrong, just putting sublimation ink into any of the eco tanks. That's what we've been doing since the dawn of sublimation, and it works amazing. We love it. I don't want to tell you to go buy a $2,000 printer when you can buy one that, yes, this thing was like $1,000, but now you can pick this up for like $400. Like, and I also recommend this from regular sublimation because you can do 19 by 24 or longer, probably 19 inches wide, if you could find sub paper that size. Comments, concerns, transfers. I've had a similar problem with DTF sheets. I tape a white sheet of paper behind it with my sawgrass. Okay, so see? Sawgrass is expensive. You should not have to be doing workarounds for machines that cost that much. I am so mad for you guys. Like, I'm not buying one, but I also want to use this because I told HTVRont, yeah, I would gladly do an unboxing, but it's my fault because I don't have a sublimation printer that does it. But if I had a sawgrass and I was still pulling my hair out over it, I would be upset, you know? Okay, so right now, I don't know who I'm mad at. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at my technology. I'm just mad. I'm just angry at all the technology right now, and I think that's okay. So this thing is cool. It has this phone case thing that you pull these little pieces out. At first I was like, what on earth? But when I saw the other people's YouTube videos that are making me really upset, and I know that that's how you guys have to feel when something's not working, and I'm over here like, it's so easy. No, we're not about that life anymore. Okay, so this is cool. It's like a string, and it has all these little puzzle pieces, which I'm not sure about because I will lose them. So you take these out and it gets smaller and it goes down to the smallest phone case. And now while this is like probably, what are these? Do I have to take these out too? I'm going to lose all these pieces. So it comes with, this was the one thing I was trying to find where they have extra blanks. I'm sure you can find like iPhone blanks and stuff and phone blanks on Amazon and stuff, but it comes with one of like every phone. So I don't know, for making your displays, but where do we get more? And then it comes with buttons. So it shrink wraps around. This shrink wraps. So the workarounds I've been thinking was, do I try it with just regular sub paper? Just try it. I don't think that's to actually test if this is suctioning or if that is shrink wrapping. I'm gonna just turn it on. We're gonna do that. I don't want to waste any of the things they sent me. But let's set it to, I also don't want to like break this thing. You know what? I'm just gonna do it for one of these cell phone cases that I know is not my cell phone case. I know this one's not. I don't know what this is. This is a big cell phone. So basically, I like that this is smaller than, it's like got a spring in there though, so I don't know why you would need all of those little extra pieces. So it goes inside the bigger ones. I don't know why you would need all those little extra metal pieces. And then, okay, so same as like every other HTVRont machine. It's got the same buttons, which we love that it's using the same technology. So when we get another HTVRont machine, it's pretty simple and easy to understand. So time. Okay, so this was the one thing that I didn't know what people were talking about. They kept saying there's 2 time settings. There's like a preheat setting and then a regular setting. I guess I haven't done sublimation in a very long time, but I have the tumbler press and I didn't notice that it has that. Anybody know what that is? So the preheat time setting, they were setting to 5 seconds. Also, someone was frustrated that they couldn't scroll, so I'm gonna try really quick to hold. Okay, so if you hold your up and down buttons, it does go down in increments of 10, but not much fast. I mean, besides increments of 5. So let's do, see, okay, hold on. Okay, it comes with this. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it tells you, I guess, it tells you like what filler blocks you need to use for each phone. So I don't know what this one is. I'm just testing on it because I know it's not my phone. Install a fixture into the device. Insert the filler blocks into the gaps based on the phone case size. Choose the best fitting lens pad and stick it inside the phone case. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to put like, you're supposed to put these in there, but I also noticed somebody saying that that kind of made it wonky, so I'm just gonna leave it out because hers turned out so good. It was like the girl who did a stitch case. If you want to see somebody who actually succeeded at doing something, mine is gonna be a fail video, but it has nothing to do with this machine. It has everything to do with me and my problems. Okay, there has to be a heat setting guide. No? This is what this looks like. It comes like shrink wrapped. I'm not seeing a heat setting guide. I wonder if this is, okay, scan the QR code to get more detailed product usage and maintenance. Scan for our app and join the community. Nothing about heat setting guide. So we're just gonna do I just wanna see if it actually suctions. So let's do the temperature. It's warming up quite fast. We usually do like, give me just like a basic, what you guys would sublimate a phone case with. Hi, Missy. Hi, Tammy. Tammy, we've missed you. Hey, Clarita. Hey, Barbara. Am I missing anyone? We've missed you, Tammy. If you want to ever join us, we would love to see you again. Also, I know you're a sublimation queen. So what temperature and time should I set a plastic phone case to? I've never done a phone case. I don't think I've ever done anything plastic, honestly. So it comes with coasters in the kit. Aw, Tammy says, miss you too. Yeah, we miss you, girl. And then it comes with these ornaments, which I really, okay, so I'm excited because I've tried to do ornaments like this before and it does leave a haze on the edge. So I see why this is so beneficial. And this was something I was looking for on their website too, is how much these refills are going to cost, because that plays a big role in how much we make on our products that we make and sell, right? So I was like, how much is this going to cost people to make phone cases? What is our profit margin? What are we going to make with them? How are we going to do this? So while a lot of these machines are still growing and still coming out with stuff, I will say that the app for Loklik / HTVRont is really cool. It definitely is like super user friendly, and you can almost see like new machines that are coming out. It's kind of smart on their end. Okay, so also you have to print right in the middle because you do need to leave like your whole sheet on this. You can't just cover, like you can't cut out a piece and just put it on here. So that's what makes me think, I don't know what I think, honestly. Hey, Sherry. And sorry, I'm shaking you guys around because I don't have my laptop. I have to read comments on my phone. So right now I have it set to 290. That's not high enough. Let's just see if the suction works. I don't want to waste anything. I think I have more of these. I think I might have given them to someone. Let's try. Okay, I've got a lot of pre-printed of this, not this graphic, but like I could find something that would be cute. I just don't think it's gonna work, honestly. Let's just try. It's gonna say hello weekend. Okay, so you put this, wait, where do these go down into? What is happening? So what are these for? Why are these on there? Tammy, have you sublimated a phone case? I haven't. Some say 125 upper heat and 135 for lower heat. Oh, there's upper and lower heat on this. I forgot about that. Okay, so you press temp once and it's 1 temp. You press temp twice and it's 2 temps, but it doesn't tell you if it's upper or lower heat. Yikes. I'm going to set it to what you found, Clarita. 120, there's a lizard outside running. He's so cute. 125 upper, 135 lower. That seems not super high, but I guess it's plastic. So what was it? Let me hold. No, it's not going. Does it? It only goes down to 210. That's the lowest. And then let's see what the bottom. They both go down to 210. And that's it. 305 seconds. Oh, maybe that's Celsius? Oh, I don't want my Alexa in here. That's got to be Celsius because, which I think I can change this to Celsius. And then someone said 305. Okay, preheat time 5 seconds, and then we'll do 300. I don't know what the preheat thing means. Celsius? What is that in Fahrenheit? I quit. I shouldn't be here anymore on the internet. I fail at all the things. I think you guys actually do appreciate when I come on here and be real with machines. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna lie. It just frustrates me because I want to have fun with my machines. I don't want to just sit here and do videos about being frustrated with them. What's this? I gotta be more organized, guys. Okay, this explains what everything is. This just tells you what to put in what. Now, my question is, why does it have these things on it? Is there another plate I'm supposed to put it down in? Did I do it wrong? I think I'm supposed to, oh, you know what? I think this is supposed to go like this. That would probably be why these fit in there so it doesn't like melt down. Most of the way down the list to find the chart. Okay. Thanks for the link. So there are links to find the charts. So everything's on the site. But I feel like it should be in this, you know? I don't think this is right either. I don't think this is right. I'm a big proponent for reading directions, 100%. But there's not many in here. And I put it all in one bin. I was like, keep it all in this bin. And then I lost the bin along with my other bin. But guys, it was just because I was organized. I literally just put them in the cupboard thinking that cupboard has nothing else in it. It'll be a great spot to put my 2 machines I need to go live with. Object permanence is what we call that for our ADHDers. If you can't see it, it doesn't exist. Okay, so it fits really good this way, but it doesn't fit at all when you do this. So I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it at all. What are these for? It's a whole tutorial step. That is so true, because that is the reality that we all struggle with, right? It's reality. It's just like, but as like an online mediocre educator, I'm like, but I should know how to do this stuff before I come on. But I did want to come on to just tell you, like, hey, I'm not leaving you guys hanging. I just am over here pulling my hair out. But I'm not pulling my hair out because I've been working really hard to grow it out. So I'm just crying. Honestly. Actually, I have not cried over any of this. I've been good. I've walked away. I'm like, not worth crying over. But it almost got to the point yesterday. It's like, it might be worth crying right now. I was so frustrated. I was like, my Wi-Fi's not working. My live stream is finally working again, so that's good. Yeah, let's just give thanks for that. I didn't even think about that. Live stream wasn't even working last week, and now it's back. So let's focus on the good, not the bad. We got this. I've looked at both of these papers 4 times now. They haven't changed. None of them are. There's got to be a reason this has these in there. I feel like this is, okay, this is why I have a problem with some tutorials, is because I watch them and like, you know, they were sitting there going, what are these? Where do I put these? Okay, you know what? For using up things and trying things out, it's not gonna sit in there though on these 2 little guys. Maybe it will. Okay, it sits. It rises them up. Yeah, the points go down, but I was thinking, like, do they need to sit in something? Okay, so this is just to test if it has any suction in there, which I don't think it does. I think, okay, so we're just gonna let that go. Okay, go. Does it have to be, does it know, like, it's not the right paper? This is like the sprocket. I bought the sprocket one time and I cut up my own paper to try to put in the sprocket, and I broke the sprocket because they have like technology that says when you're not using their products. So did HTVRont go and do something like that? What? Why? Why can't we go? What's going on? It's just blinking red at me. Okay, temperature, which our temperature is still in Fahrenheit. I don't understand it. Okay, second frustration with the machine, obviously. Okay, so it's not as simple as the other machines, for sure. Because the other machines, you just click the go button. It heats up to what it needs. It has the time. Like, I'm almost wondering, you know what it reminds me of? A George Foreman grill. Which makes me think we could sublimate in our George Foreman grills. But it doesn't have the suction. I don't want to waste any of these. But this is honestly, like, what you would do is you would put this whole thing on there and then close it on top and it would sit. So I know it's not like the fact that it's blocking them. Oh, maybe because it's not heated. Oh, maybe because I turned down the heat and it hasn't turned down to it yet. Here. Oh, they also send you the world's largest gloves. It's hard to tell how big these are, but these things are huge. They'll fit, like, the biggest dude you can find, they're gonna fit him. So maybe that's who they're marketing to here. Okay, so, but you do get heat gloves, so that's cool. I'm just gonna turn it up to 280 until we hit our temperature. Let's do, so yeah, they're both saying that the temperature's not to the temperature it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna turn it up because I think it has the easier time going up than it does going down. That's just my hypothesis. You miss your grill? Go to a thrift store and find one. I mean, that might be a new series. finding all the old appliances from the thrift store that we can use for sublimation, because you don't want to cook with the machines that you've used for sublimation. So I wouldn't suggest like buying anything new. If you have one just lying around that you never use, try it. Okay, it turned green. I think that was the problem there, was the temperature wasn't like absolutely where it was supposed to be yet. So let's see if this thing suctions, because I don't think it does, but we might be proven wrong. And this is just gonna be a very weird design, and I feel bad wasting anything. Okay. It might be suctioning. I don't think it is. You guys, I don't know. So my thoughts were, if it suctions, we might be able to get away with regular sublimation paper, which would make me very happy. Then the other workaround I was thinking was to get, which I have some, I think I brought some home, is to grab shrink wrap paper, like what we use to do tumblers, like what some people do their tumblers in. I have some of those. If you were to like get that and put it over, or, oh my gosh, we could totally try this if this doesn't work. We'll do it on the same case. We'll just make that our casey. And I'm gonna just ruin one sheet. Or to use regular sub paper and a shrink wrap paper on top of it, and then shrink wrap it together. That's my next trial, okay? If I end up breaking my machine, you guys, I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. I want to be able to make this. That's preheat. When green light's on, preheat done. What's that even mean? Are you supposed to put it upside down? No. I've watched many people do it. I just didn't know about those little pegs. It's a suction and something. 300 seconds is a long time. I don't even know if my heat settings are right. I don't know nothing. I go back to kindergarten when it comes to crafting. The film needs to sit 5 minutes on top. Yeah, but that's for the ink to dry, and I didn't print on these. I did watch that. So when you do print on this, you put this on top for 5 minutes. It is shaking. It feels like it's like a rock tumbler. So it's doing something in there. I don't know what, but it's doing something. And we still have 169 seconds, so we will figure out. So that's why you put this on top. If you get this to print, if you get further than me, then you put it on top, you let it dry, and then you do the thing, and then you have a really awesome project that I don't get to do because I can't get it to print. You see why the eye paint all of a sudden just looked amazing in my brain? I was like, I am down for a machine that just has one process and that's it. There's just so many factors that can go wrong. And if you're running like a business, this would be an even bigger headache because, I mean, I am running a business. I'm running a business to teach you guys how to use these things. And so I'm frustrated. But I can still make content out of it. If you can't make a product, you can't make a product, you know? So I'm all about anti-influencing right now too. It's Prime Day. And I was just telling my business members yesterday how I was not gonna say one thing that I bought, but I did tell Dustin last night. I was like, the mop I've been looking at is actually on sale for a really good price. So we want the UV mop because living up here, it's so muddy in the winter and then it's so dusty in the summer until we can put grass out for our dogs. They bring in, and then one of our dogs drools, and he has so much hair. And Oliver, he's a Labradoodle. Highly recommend Labradoodles for not having to clean up after. Like, genuinely the cleanest dogs. But they do take a lot of grooming. So as long as you stay on top of that, you don't make a huge mess with your dogs. But all that to say, all the UVs are on sale for like $50, and I just want the cheapest one. I'm like, I just want the one that like kind of mops. So, but I'm not influencing you guys. Not at all. The images say it's vacuum sealing. Yeah, and I'm trying, so that's why we're testing right now. We're testing, is it actually vacuum sealing or is it this that vacuum seals? Because if it's this, I gotta figure some stuff out, which we're gonna try with our next hack. If it's not this, then I think we can figure something out. Either way, I think we're gonna do something here. And this is the thing. We can complain, but reality, this grows our brains. But at the same time, machines that we pay money to do all this hard work before we get them, we pay the money for these machines so that they work, you know? We shouldn't have to come up with workarounds. But I will say, this is definitely put my brain in the mode where it has to come up with solutions. When you find problems, your brain instantly, sometimes when you're resting, it'll come up with solutions. Sometimes you gotta take a break. And, okay, so do I just open it? Yeah, there's definitely no suctioning going on. No suctioning going on. So, that would look really cool. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reuse that case. I don't want to touch it. It did sublimate right on the corner because it's high enough, I think, that this was sitting on it. So we're going to put this paper back on. Okay, this is my next. Let's see if this hack works. I'm going to take this tape off just so that it doesn't get in the way. I guess I could take it off of a different one. We can ruin a different one because I do want to keep practicing printing. Okay, so it's milky side down, but I don't think that matters because you didn't print on it. So my next thing is, this is what suction. I just proved it. That's not suctioning anything. This is a George Foreman grill, but without the grooves. That's what this is. Really cool. Not hating on it, I think, but it does not have a suction thing. It might have like a slight suction thing, but it didn't suck anything. It hasn't, yeah. So I'm gonna put the milky side down either way. Typically I would have printed on this if my printer wasn't so lame. And then I'm just gonna, and you have to put it over the whole thing. Let me just turn you guys so you can see it more. All my photos are still being crafted, you're stashed in. They're just moved over to that table. So we're still working on that stuff. I just been distracted with this ridiculous. So you see this? You see what we're doing here? We're gonna be a genius because if we are, look at all this Makerflow paper I have. I wanna use my Makerflow paper. Okay, so we're gonna close this and then we're gonna start it. And again, you guys, it might be working. I see things happening to the paper. So I know the paper is shrink wrap paper. I know it's gonna like suck in, but the suction be enough to grab the paper underneath it and grab onto it. Now, mind you, I'm hoping that anybody who has this, their printer works and that they don't run into this issue. I've watched people I trust, people I don't really know. I watched every single person who got this machine sent to them. Basically, I watched everything because I was like, is anybody talking about this? Not one. And I can't do that. And I don't know, maybe they didn't run into that problem. It's like a lamination process, kind of, but it's a shrink wrap process. So it's shrinking. I don't think lamination film shrinks, but maybe it does. If this works, we could definitely try lamination film. I can actually try printing. I don't think I can print on lamination film. No, that's stupid. We're not doing that. Maybe if it shrink wraps, but you can get shrink wrap plastic anywhere and you could order that because they probably have it, but on the HTVRont website, I was looking for how much the refills cost of this and why would I need that anyways, unless this process works. So it doesn't show the full printer, so hard to tell. It's black though. You can sub lamination film. Like you can sublimate onto it. But the whole point of this is not to do it onto the film. It's to do it onto the phone case or the pins. If this works, I can try out my pins. I'd be so sad. I'm making this there's 3. So I was like, I could make 3 for the girls that are coming out for our content creation weekend. And I have the Hello Weekend buttons. This may be a little sneak peek to something you might get in your mystery box. Oh, by the way, it's the last day to order the mystery box and get your correct size. After today, we will be shipping out size large only. I think we may order some of all sizes and try our hardest to get you those sizes that you want. but we have to get all of our products in now. Like, we are ready to ship out our boxes. We're just missing the thing that needs your size. So we were like, "Ooh, we want to get these boxes out sooner than later." So it is the last day, Friday morning. Tomorrow morning, we are putting a hard stop to the size choices because Bella Canvas has to get us our fancy schmancy product for the box. And that takes up a big space in the box. So we really have to know the sizes. That's all I'm gonna say. How do you check? Because I don't think I was able to put size in when I ordered in June. So there were 3 people who ordered before the box was actually technically live, I noticed. And so I messaged all 3 of you guys, and I think I got all 3 of your sizes. There was one person who did not put their size in though. So if you're not sure, just message us through the portal or let me know here, and I'll come back, or actually re-comment on this video. Wow. We will make sure that we get your right size. If we know, so far we have all the orders printed and ready to go, and there were 4 people we didn't know, and I know their size. Clarita, and the 2 other people who like snuck in and bought the box before it was available. It was available, I just hadn't gotten done listing the sizes on there. And so, sneaky weaky guys, I gotta make sure I don't put stuff on my member pages anywhere until they're actually public. Sometimes it's hard because I have to like go back and publicize it, and then if I forget to do that, then you guys are like, the boxes aren't on there, and then I'm like, sorry, I suck at life. So okay, also guys, next week starts a new fun thing. Anybody use TikTok? My business members and I, whoever's a business member, can join in on business talk. T-O-K. I just made that up. Is that what we're gonna call it? I don't know. Tay Talk business. Anyways, I will be doing live business discussions on TikTok, and if you're a business member, I could bring you in to chat specifically about your business. So if you are a business member, this is a step we are doing this week. Make a business TikTok. Upload your logo, upload some content, just a couple things, so that you have something on there, so that when we are breaking down your process and talking about your process and stuff, and if there are any viewers, I don't even know how TikTok works these days, or any days. Okay, let's see. Then we will, people will be able to find your business. This is dumb. It's not strong enough. It's not strong enough. It did a little bit, but it's not strong enough. I have to learn how to print on this. I gotta figure it out, because this is really cool. So do you see how this works though? If that paper wasn't in there, this suctions it in. And I would try to print with you guys right now, but I have to use my phone to print because my laptop is just, my Wi-Fi out here is not strong enough for my printer to get to, so I have to use my phone. It's just a nightmare, you guys. I'm not gonna cry about it, because there's so many other things in the world going on that actually deserve tears, and I cried a lot about those, but I ain't crying about this. This is dumb. I'm frustrated. I think it's because frustration just naturally makes you cry. I don't know, but I'm not crying about it. I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm gonna persevere. Okay, so that's my frustration. I'm glad I titled this video, because if I found a hack, I would have changed the title to "Cool Hack I Just Found for This Frustrating Day," but I didn't. So I'm gonna give myself a break from this again, probably try to print a few more times, but I don't want you guys buying a machine that's dependent on this. But somebody, I can't remember, was it you, Missy, that said your Sawgrass has issues with clear stuff too? So I think what I actually need to do is just figure out how to print on clear, if all printers have an issue with it. I think this was an issue with sticker paper too, back when sticker paper used to be super thick. Our printers just had a really hard time. Did you happen to see Missy comment about adding a white paper behind it when you print? Yes, I did that. I did, so I taped a white piece of paper to it. I did a stack of white paper behind it. Someone had said that. I sandwiched it between white paper and printed it like 3 copies. So it like pulled the white in, the clear in, the white in. And it just spits the clear out. And then, okay, so this is the problem. The front, like when I feed from down here, which doesn't make any sense. It seems like it wouldn't do this. It prints all my projects. But when I feed from the back, it jams the printer. So doing things like this made it even harder because it was jamming it even more. So anybody have this printer? Like, do I need to print head clean it? Like, what do I need to do? Actually, I'm gonna run a print head clean no matter what because it's been a second. I don't think that's gonna make this work any better, but I do think it needs to be print head cleaned. You guys, I'm just really sad because I'm not. This is stupid reason to complain, but I'm really was looking forward to trying this out. I really was, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's nothing about this machine itself that is a problem, and I will say all the tutorials make it look super cool. So I think this one's out. I'm honestly really confused about where the machines are and where they are in the world because the eye paint is on like a Kickstarter right now, which I think it comes out like July 27th, but don't quote me. This thing I think is available. What about taping all four corners? So let's just keep playing. I don't want to ruin any more thing. I don't want to ruin more of these, although they're pointless if I can't print on them. So my thoughts are, if I'm gonna tape it, I might as well just sublimate it in like a convection oven or something, you know? But I think if we were to tape it and then suction it, that might be a thing. Or even these pins might not need so much suction, but I really don't. Okay, sorry, that thing's gonna be loud for a second. Now, let's just keep playing with this same phone case. Ah, I left it in there. Yikes. You guys, don't let me do that. Okay, so the thing is you have to seal. So it definitely has like a suction seal. It doesn't like click into place or anything. I'm calling it a day with this because I am getting frustrated and it's my new rule right now. Oh, it was actually off. Is if I get frustrated, I need to walk away and try ordered. So Jennifer says, I pre-ordered through Kickstart the eye paint and the best price you can order because I did already. Okay. Yeah, so eye paint is on Kickstarter. I believe this thing is just available. And then the eye engrave that they sent me. So they're all three Loklik or HTVRont. They're the same company. The eye engrave, I cannot get it to connect. So I have to use light burn for it. Is there paper in there that is printing? Oh, I think it's just printing on regular cardstock. I have to use light burn and I've never used light burn. And so I, couldn't get it to connect to light burn, but then I was just playing with light burn and I was like, I know a lot of programs and I don't want to learn another program. I'm just complaining. Okay, so the blue is choppy, so we're gonna do that. And then it should clean itself, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so do your print head cleaning on your sublimation printers regardless. And then you do want to let them sit for 24 hours after you do that. The print won't get better until 24 hours later. Anyways, that's just a maintenance protocol. And then yes, there is like a thing in the back that you have to replace ever so often. I get mine on Amazon. I've had to do it twice now. So I've had this printer for a long time. I think like 5 years, 4 years, something like that. Okay, so that's all she wrote today. I actually wanted to pop on in a little bit if I have some time to do an actual craft because I'm over all of this. I'm still scanning photos, working on that slowly but surely. But I was like, I can print a photo and put it on a phone case, and I can't. So I don't think you should tape it because it's going to get sucked in and it's going to fight the tape while it gets sucked in. Yeah. Well, so that's that. So I was thinking to tape just the paper and then put the suction on top of the tape. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea to try it just because of my own stay wherever I am in my brain right now. Okay, that's it. I will be back to craft more stash with you guys. Last day to get your box with your size choice. And honestly, once our influencers get a hold of them and start unboxing them, they're gonna fly off. So there are still some available, but which is good. I think it's gonna be good. I want everyone who wants one to be able to get one, because they're not for everyone. They're a hefty little box. So I feel the tape helps grab the sheet. Is it only iPhone? No. So that chart says all the phones. It gets really big. No, this says, oh, they are all iPhones. What is that? The Pro Max? What, I don't know what that one is. So it goes all the way from iPhone 12 Pro Max all the way up to iPhone 16. That. But I'm assuming it'll fit inside there. I've been there, girl. Wi-Fi is terrible. I know. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. I can't get the iEngrave to connect through Bluetooth, and I can't get it to connect through my computer, which is a problem because normally all my machines, if you can't connect through Bluetooth, you just go to your computer connection. And so I can't get the iEngrave to connect. And I don't even care anymore. I'm like, I don't want it. When I ordered mine, I said I can do Androids too. I think it can. I don't think the chart says what Androids you need, but oh, I have another one that's not hot. So it expands really big, and then it's on a spring mechanism width and height, so it's gonna just go as big as it can go inside the phone case regardless. So I think it would work great on any Android, as long as the Android's not like ridiculously big. They just came out with that new Android flip thing. Have you seen that? That seems cool. Can't do cases for that, I don't think. So all right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some more stuff set up, so next week we've got some fun things to do, and hopefully no more machines get sent my way. Unless they're really cool and easy to use, I'll take those. Actually, someone just asked me if I wanted to review a handheld yarn winder. And I was like, that sounds about my expertise these days. Send it my way. So it's like just like a little crank that you wind your yarn on. I was like, yeah, send it. I don't care. I'm over this stuff. But no, I'm determined to get this thing to work. I don't know. I give up. I don't know where I stand. I gotta take a break. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys